All right, I'm just gonna respond with a video because it's quicker. I get what he's saying, right? I understand if you ignore the main quests, they're great RPGs. The problem is a lot of people argue and say, well, the lore is super great and that really builds the world great and stuff like that. But like, to my understanding, right? And the Argonians used to be enslaved, okay? Now, if I play as an Argonian in Skyrim and completely ignore the main quest, I'm playing as a previously enslaved Argonian. There's never a quest or ever any NPCs who come up to me and try to re-enslave me or do anything like that. Dark Elf, there's nobody who's mistrusting of me. There might be like a quick moment of dialogue, but nobody ever just automatically attacks you for being a Dark Elf. Nobody automatically attacks you for any race you choose. That already hampers some of it. So then I basically have to argue with the lore of the game in my head. Why does the game get so much credit for shit that the players are choosing to do when there are other RPGs who take all of this into account in the story and in the quest to make the player feel like the headcanon they made is also being recognized by the game? I struggle with the whole putting it on this pedestal above all these other RPGs, especially Fallout 3, which came out before it, to make my character make sense in the world. I said GTA Online is considered an RPG, and I got argued down by some people about that when I said the same thing. You don't have to do the missions. You can drive around, own a business, play with your friends, role play as a police officer, all types of things. But then we're like, no, that's not an RPG. But this game specifically, where I completely ignore the quest and all the other shit about it and just do whatever I want, this is an RPG. If we're doing this, then we have to say that GTA Online is also an RPG. It's just not set in a medieval world where magic and shit like that matter. Except in this game, you can rob stores, own a business, pretend to be the police, arrest people, drive around, all types of shit like that. Seen people say Morrowind is a better RPG than both Skyrim and Oblivion. So I don't think it's the age of the game that I have a problem with. You can't give me all of this lore about these different races and how they should be treated in the world and then not follow up on that. But then within the game, I have to pretend all these other things that aren't happening. And that's basically just what I'm asking. Like, please help me understand what makes it such a great RPG other than me having to completely ignore the game in general and make my own shit up and just walk around the world all day doing different things, mining, making potions, doing this, that, and the third. Like, I get that. I think that's cool. I think it's a great game. But to me, it shouldn't be above other RPGs where the developers take the time to make your character building and whatever you're trying to headcanon actually get a response from the game.